on, try to fucking do this shit. Come on now. Bruh. Yo, what's good on YouTube? It's Lejeune here. We're back at another video. Now, in today's video, we'll be talking about some new information we got when it comes to the Klaw Raid, and also we got a join in progress confirmed, basically. So, all this information does come from Paul Tassi on Forbes. He got the interview to devs and got an exclusive look in the raid. So, we have a lot to talk about. So, before we get into the video, if you guys are going to enjoy the video and you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, so there's a video and also be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. So, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Damn, homie, they ain't ready for this. Scatter shot, I'm working, hurt them worse than slitting your wrist. Hit subscribe, smash like, ring the bell, stay tuned. Now without further ado, here's the duel of June. Yeah.
Alright, with Paul's article, he goes on to talk about Klaw information, also Spider-Man information as well. Now, I did do a video talking about all the Spider-Man information when it comes to Game Informer, GameSpot, and also Paul's article as well. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on the previous video. It'll probably be on the left or right screen. You guys will see it right now. But if you guys want to check that out, you guys can. But let's get on to this information when it comes to the Klaw Raid. So for the first thing Paul goes on to talk about, he states that for the raid itself, it comes with all custom design areas for this new single experience, and it will not be reusing any areas that we have seen in the game so far, which is very, very exciting news to hear, because honestly they really could have copped out and reused assets just to make it, you know, make it more easier for them. But I like the fact that they went out and just made new, completely different areas for the raid itself. And from the screenshots, it does look like it's very different from what we've seen in the game so far, with the corrupted vibranium around, just the enemy types, with Klaw actually being the giant that we'll be able to fight is pretty nice. I like the fact that they went the extra mile when it comes to this. Now, also Paul goes on to state that there are certain puzzle segments within this raid with mysterious symbols that must be matched. Now, of course, you will be fighting enemies as well that will try to stop you from this, so it will make things more difficult. Now, of course, this is expected when it comes to raids. Now, I kind of want to see how this is going to go when it comes to us just doing it in game once we get our hands on it. But he goes also to state that there are traditional bosses and mini boss fights in these other segments as well when it comes to the raid. Now, we already known that the raid will have mini boss fights. We already known it. It was announced on the developer stream and also in the articles as well when it comes to the blog posts. So we already known that, you know, it was going to have mini boss fights. So if people didn't know, now you know now. Now, this one is really what caught me off guard. Paul goes on to state that there will be shortcuts that you will be able to make throughout the raid to make the raid go by faster. Now, automatically, when I think about this, I automatically think about Destiny 2, the Leviathan raid. Now, if you guys know the Leviathan raid for Destiny 2, once you first complete it, you would know there are different areas, like different shortcuts that you can actually take, that you will go inside of the ship of the Leviathan, and you will actually be able to go to different segments of the raid itself, or you could go straight to the boss. And also, going through these shortcuts will reward you with chests that you can actually unlock and get some good gear or loot from. So hopefully, I don't know if they will have this in Avengers, but hopefully in these shortcuts they will be able to reward us with some gear or some loot or something like that, which would be pretty nice and make it the raid experience, I guess you could say. So hopefully they do something like this. It will be very, very cool. And also, Paul goes on to state that for the Klaw Raid, the Klaw fight itself, it is half of the raid. He states that there's tons of different phases to the fight, and it makes things more complicated, and it also comes with new mechanics as well. So of course, we know when it comes to the Klaw boss fight itself, we will be fighting Klaw at his giant Sonic form. We will not be fighting him in his miniature form like it was in a Wakanda expansion. So it's going to be a completely different experience. And he, as you see right here, it stated that it will have different phases, and it will be more complicated with new mechanics. So I'm honestly ready to see how this is going to go when it comes to us fighting a giant Klaw. Like, that is just something out of the box and something I was not expecting, to be honest. So the fact is, we're going to be fighting him in his giant form with new mechanics and all that. I just really want to see like how hard they really went for this raid, so you know we get to experience it for ourselves. And this is a very good thing right here that was also talked about in this article. Paul goes on to like interview the devs and talk about a join in progress. Now, they did state a join in progress is being worked on, but they just don't have a date on it right now, because, you know, of course with the raid, with it having matchmaking, there's no join in progress. People can easily leave the raid and also like just completely ruin the whole raid session itself. So they did state, make sure before you go into the raid, make sure you got some pre-groups made before you go into it. There's like a lot of LFGs where you can find people to play the raid or just play content with. I would say probably the most place you can really go to get this is on the official Discord for Avengers. There's a lot of people in there, so you can actually just match up with a lot of people and just start get a group together. So I would recommend that, because honestly, when it comes to just matchmaking a raid, I would not do it. I promise you, if you're a solo player, please do not matchmake the raid, because you will have a bad experience unless you get very, very lucky and you get with people that know what they're doing. But just in general, I really wouldn't do it. I would just try to form a group or go to somebody's community that plays Avengers or into the official Discord and just try to get a group, because if people are still struggling in the OLT, and the OLT has been out for months, you can just imagine what it's going to be like when the raid comes out. So yeah, don't put yourself through that pain. Don't do it. Please don't do it. And to end things off, Paul goes on to do like a summary when it comes to the raid that he was actually able to experience and just see. He did state that content of the raid itself looks very good, and it looks like what players are really looking for when it comes to in-game content at the start. So I'm very excited to see what this raid looks like. If Paul's stating that the raid looks good and is really something that the in-game players will like, then hey, look, that puts a smile on my face. I'm happy to see what it's gonna look like. But hey, look, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this when it comes to the Klaw information, and also with the joining progress basically confirmed. Let me know how you guys feel about all that. It's Lejeune here, but before we head out, if you guys are not, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, then miss a video, and always be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Now, of course, I do have a Discord. If you guys want to join that, the link is below for that one as well. We talk about everything, so if you guys want to join that, the link is below. Also, I do stream on Twitch. If you guys want to come out to the Twitch streams, the link is below for the Twitch. Also, I will be live streaming on Monday and Tuesday when it comes to the War Table on Monday, and the big update on Tuesday. So make sure you guys come out to the Twitch. Also, I do have memberships on the channel, so if you guys want to know more information about that, the link is below for the memberships. Want to give a quick shout out to the Elite members and the Rookie members. I greatly appreciate it. I will be having giveaways very soon when it comes to Spider-Man for people on the PlayStation, and probably just be doing some giveaways for the people that are now on PlayStation as well. So be on the lookout for that one when it comes to the memberships and for the subscribers. So be on the lookout. Now that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video as I enjoyed making it, and I'm gone. Peace.